Good morning, everybody. Here is Mahmoud Al Tayyib. Is an Egyptologist, archaeologist, English and German speaking tour guide from Luxor. In my videos, I would like share you some secrets of the ancient Egyptian civilization. I do try to visit most of the sites as possible as I'm from Luxor too, so most of the sightseeing in Egypt which deserve to visit were located here. Today I'm start the videos, so this is introduction, and please subscribe and uh, press the bell to get all my videos. Let me please take off my face mask. It's hot. Maybe today is 44 or 40, around 45, although I'm standing on the shade. So I start the videos and secrets and so on. Join to me. Don't go. Good morning. Here is Mahmoud Al Tayyib. He is an Egyptologist, archaeologist, English and German speaking tour guide. Today I'm at Karnak Temple at the Open Air Museum in Karnak. First, I would like to share you some videos talking about the secrets in ancient Egypt or temples. But let me show you there are entrance ticket of Karnak Temple, which is looks like, let me get it. Here is the ticket of entrance ticket of Karnak Temple. When we read it, is Karnak Temple and Open Air Museum, Luxor inclusive the ticket. So that mean this ticket enable the visitor to visit Karnak Temple plus the Open Air Museum. Maybe that's for 1 year ago. So that is very important thing to inform you that is the main ticket enable the visitor to visit the Open Air Museum. The highlights of the Open Air Museum, when your tour guide explaining the temple with main acts, or the second one which towards north to south during your free time, you can go, or something like this if you visited Karnak Temple before. That's the plan of exploration and visit. Before the new ticket, which inclusive the Open Air Museum, if you want to visit the Open Air Museum, you have to get extra ticket. But today, by the main ticket, you can visit the Open Air Museum as I showed you. Very important thing, if you ask your guide to explain some things, chapels in Open Air Museum, for example, the highlights of the Open Air Museum: the red chapel of Queen Hatshepsut, the white chapel of King Senusert, the alabaster chapel من خبروا راح Thutmoses the fourth. There are Jisr Kara Amenhotep chapel, alabaster chapel. There are a temple of Thutmoses the fourth, and some statues of Goddess Sekhmet, master scene of Akhenaton over there next to the tree, smiting the enemies when he called Amunfis the fourth. By the way, so you can get it alone during the free time, and it takes about 10-15 minutes if you invest your free time during the getting pictures and so on, around half hour, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, as usual, as you ask from your tour guide if the time or your itinerary or your day uh, enable you to get it. In my videos today, so I will make some videos. I will start my first video to show you secrets in open air museum, for example, and other sites later. Let's start today by this small chapel of alabaster. For sorry, it is the sign is fall down or it is broken. By the way, it's a chapel of King Menkhebru Thutmoses the Fourth, king of 18th dynasty. Oh, what about the function of this alabaster chapel of King Thutmoses the Fourth at the open air museum? Is the same function of white chapel, the same function of Amenhotep the first alabaster chapel, red chapel. So the same function was the sacred bark station or chapel. We can chapel of the sacred bark of God Amun-Ra, which means a chapel dedicated for the shrine or chapel of the sacred boat, small boat, which contain the a statue of the god, which located inside the small chapel or gilded chapel. So this is a bark station. This is main function which dedicated to Amun-Ra. Thutmoses the Fourth is a king of 18th dynasty, father of King Amenhotep III, grandfather of Amenhotep IV, who is known by Akhenaton. This king ruled Egypt 11 years. He is very important when we go to the divine birth chapel of Amenhotep III. He is the father of Amenhotep III, the child or the divine child, the royal one. His mother Motomoya, so one of the wives of this king, Menkhebru Thutmoses the third, is Motomoya. Son is Amenhotep III. Father is Amenhotep II. Grandfather Menkhebru Thutmoses the third. What about this chapel? Look at the left hand side. The king appears by his red crown, a symbol of Lower Egypt. The other side is the king appears by his white crown. It's known everywhere you go. If there are chapel, if there are the lintels, jambs of the door, right hand, left hand, you will see the king shows as white crown, red crown, left hand, right hand, depends on direction. That's to inform you that he is a king of Upper and Lower Egypt, to confirm he is king of Lower Egypt, king of Upper Egypt, and so on. I gave you or share you a lovely thing in this chapel. If we read the text here, when Nisu Biti Menkhebru Ra, IRNFM Minu FNF means this had been made for the monument for his father's sake. His father's sake is Amun-Ra. IRNF Hutneter. And we can see this word in square. Inside the square is noob. And this square reading is reading as Hut. Hut noob. If you remember the name of goddess Hathor, which is pronounced like Hut Her. There are the Hut is a square, and the inside it there are the falcon. When we translate the name of Hut Her means the shelter of Horus, house of Horus. When we see this is again the Hut itself, but instead of her there are Nub. So we can read it as Hut Nub, and it is very important quarry of stones. Which stone is alabaster stone? So Hut Nub today were located in the eastern side of the Nile, or the opposite side of Tal al-Amarna in Armenia, and is the best quality, high quality of alabaster stone the ancient Egyptians used to bring it or cut it from there. So this is text gave us info that is the material which used to build this chapel had been brought from Hut Nub, were located on the east side of Tal el-Amarna in Armenia, 500 kilometers from here in Luxor. So when we say fine alabaster stone had been brought from Hut Nub, and it's lovely thing I would like share you by the way. Let's go inside this chapel, and I would like also share you there are very important scenes. In your right hand there are in the middle register, if we divide it into, that is the first or the upper register, the middle one, the lower one nothing, but look at the middle one, there are 4 shots. The relationship Thutmoses IV and King our god Amun-Ra. So King Thutmoses IV min Khibiru-Ra and the god Amun-Ra 4 times is the first scene. The second one in front of the god Amun-Ka-Mut-F. The third one we can't see the king, but there are the titles still. The image not here, but King God Amun-Ra still. The fourth one is the king himself again, Min Khibiru-Ra Ju'utimus, and God Amun-Ra. So I focus on the 3 scenes from 4. So 3 from 4. The first one, look at the titles. Here we can read the name of Amun-Ra. The text says Amun-Ra Nibni Sutawi. There are the hair and something is broken. Nituru, Nibu means all of the gods. Heka Waset or Nibbet, Heka Waset, the Lord of the heaven, the ruler of Thebes or Luxor. We can see the usual form of the god Amun-Ra. Look at the 2 feathers, the curved beard, human beings, lovely details on alabaster. He holds the was, a scepter, and we can see King Juhuti Mes Min Khibiru-Ra Thutmoses IV offers something here. Look at this. But from the text we can see the name of offering. If we read it here, Sta Hijit in ear FD. Tahijit is the bread, white bread. So the King Thutmoses IV is offering the white bread to God Amun-Ra. It's lovely when you can see or to know what is here. So tahijat means the white bread as a pyramid form. The second scene we can see he is in front of Emin Rakamut F. Her Ibit suit, maybe there are in Ibit suit means the name of a karnak. We can see the below. In the below we can see Ridit Heju. Look at this word hedge, and there are U. So Heju means the spring onion. So we can see here onion. Spring onion, we can see Heju. So we go to the third, but it is broken. We can't catch what he's offering, and the image of the king Thutmoses first had been raised. Look at the fourth shot. We can see again he is Amun Ra Kamut F. Maybe that the text is about Amen. Ra E and Ra is still, but the rest of the text had been raised, removed. Nisu means the king, Jehuti Mes, and it's okay what he's offering this time. If we look, we can't see clearly and we can't understand, but the text refers to Ridit. It is A, B, U, Ubu, and the diminutive of lattice. He is offering lattice, a vegetable. And we know well a symbol of God, Amun Ra Kamut F, a god of fertility in ancient Egypt. The main symbol is the lattice. It's lovely, vegetable, green one, and very useful for health. So again, the four shots, we got three. The first one, tahijat, is the white bread. He is offering the white bread. Here is the hiju, means the spring onion. The third one is lattice. When we see and read it, Abu means the lattice. Mahmoud al-Tayyib from Karnak Temple, greeting you, and it's nice when you come to visit Karnak in future, next month, next week, tomorrow. By the way, you don't forget to catch the open air museum in Karnak, and it was my first video. Thank you again.